I greet you all and welcome you to the lesson. The subject is strategic management. Today we are going to study three important elements, that is monitoring, evaluation, and reporting. We are studying monitoring, evaluation, and reporting in the context of strategic control. These are three elements which are tightly interwoven and they are essential for an effective strategic control system. The three represent the practical steps that are taken to ensure that a strategic plan is being implemented effectively and that adjustments can be made when necessary. Adjustments can be made when necessary, even when implementation is ongoing. So by the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain the meaning of these three terms. You should be able to know what activities take place under each of them and the importance of each element in the strategic control process. So let's begin with monitoring. Monitoring. What is monitoring in the context of strategic control? Monitoring, candidates, is the systematic and ongoing process of tracking the implementation of a strategic plan. It's a process of tracking Monitoring is the process of tracking the implementation of strategic plans and observing actual performance against the predetermined standards and key performance indicators. That is to mean it's about keeping a finger on the pulse of what's happening in real time or at frequent intervals. And the focus of monitoring is on how the strategy is being executed. Are the planned activities taking place? Are resources being used as intended? Are we on schedule? And so on. So some of the activities involved in the monitoring process activities, the activities that take place when monitoring will be data collection. When monitoring, you have to collect data. You regularly gather data on relevant key performance indicators and performance metrics, and this might involve automated systems, regular reports from different departments, or even direct observation. Then there is tracking of progress. Tracking progress. That means comparing the actual activities and outputs against the planned planned timelines and targets. Understand? Yes. 3. Identifying deviations is also an activity that is very critical when it comes to monitoring. That means spotting any significant differences between the planned and actual performance as they occur. Because early detection of deviations is crucial. You understand? Yeah, you identify deviations by comparing the actual performance against the standard in real time. And the reason why monitoring is important, candidates, is because timely monitoring allows for quick identification of potential potential problems or areas where adjustments may be needed before they escalate. So you monitor at every point as you are implementing the strategic plan. You have to check if everything is in place, if resources are allocated as intended, if the workers, those who have been assigned with the tasks, are carrying out the tasks as planned, so that if there is any deviation, there is early detection and corrective measures can be taken early on. So that is monitoring. Then we have evaluation. What is evaluation in the context of strategic control. Evaluation candidates is a more in-depth periodic assessment of the effectiveness and the efficiency of the strategic implementation. It goes beyond simply tracking activities and looks at the impact of those activities on the achievement of the strategic objectives. The evaluation focuses on why certain results are being achieved or not achieved. It is you check if the strategy is working as intended. Are the underlying assumptions still valid? Are the resources being used efficiently? So evaluation is deeper than monitoring. You go beyond just collecting data and tracking progress and identifying deviations. It goes deeper. And of course, what the activities that take place during evaluation are based on what happened during monitoring. Understand? So you use the information in monitoring to evaluate. So evaluation is a more in-depth periodic assessment. It's a periodic assessment of this assessment of the effectiveness and efficiency. So you periodically assess the effectiveness and the efficiency of the strategic implementation. So what are the activities? When evaluating, what activities are we looking at? One is analyzing performance data. You analyze performance data by examining the data collected through monitoring to identify trends, to identify patterns, and root causes of the deviations. So here you just identify the deviations. But when it comes to evaluation, you analyze the performance data. You check why there are deviations from the standard. Two, assessing effectiveness. When you evaluate, you assess the effectiveness. You determine the extent to which the implemented strategies are achieving the set strategic goals and objectives. You also evaluate. You evaluate efficiency by assessing the relationship between the resources used and the results that are achieved. You check whether you are getting the most out of the investment. You evaluate efficiency. Or reviewing, you review assumptions, reviewing of assumptions. You have to periodically revisit the assumptions upon which the strategy was based to ensure they still hold true, so that you can ascertain whether the assumptions still do what? They hold true. 5, you then conduct performance reviews. Conducting performance reviews. That is another activity that is undertaken during evaluation. Holding meetings and discussions to review performance data and analysis. And candidate, this is very important. Okay, evaluation is very important because it provides crucial insights into the strengths and weaknesses of the strategic implementation and the validity of the strategy itself. Evaluation informs decisions about necessary corrective actions or even strategic revisions. So that's the meaning of evaluation and the activities that take place during evaluation. Then let's move to reporting. Reporting is another element. Reporting. What is reporting in the context of strategic control? Now, reporting involves communicating the findings of the monitoring and evaluation processes to relevant stakeholders. Communicating the findings of monitoring and evaluation to the relevant stakeholders. It's communicating the findings of monitoring and evaluation to the relevant stakeholders. Reporting is a process of communicating the findings of monitoring and evaluation to the relevant stakeholders. And that ensures transparency, accountability, and shared understanding of progress and the challenges. So reporting focuses on what has been learned and what needs to be done. It also provides a clear and concise overview of performance, of deviations, and also the corrective actions. So what activities take place? What are the activities involved in reporting? One is preparing performance reports. Preparing performance reports. Preparing performance reports, that means creating regular reports, could be monthly reports, quarterly reports, or even annual reports that summarize key performance data, that highlight deviations, and also provide initial analysis. Two is presenting findings. That is the second activity. What does that mean? That means communicating the results of monitoring and evaluation to the management, to the board of directors, and other stakeholders through presentations, through dashboards, through discussions, and so on. Then number three, the third activity in reporting is documenting corrective actions. Documenting corrective actions. Documenting corrective actions. That means recording the decisions made and actions taken based on the evaluation findings. You have to document. Then lastly, let me write here the fourth activity. So here we have preparing performance reports, presenting findings, documenting corrective actions. Then we have disseminating lessons learned. Disseminating the lessons learned. What does that mean? That means sharing insights and best practices that are gained through the process to foster organizational learning. You recall in our last session, we said that one of the objectives of evaluation and control is that it helps in organizational learning. And this is how it happens. After having evaluated and after monitoring, under reporting, that has to be documented by disseminating the lessons that are learned. So that is reporting. And you can see that reporting is very important because effective reporting ensures that decisions or those who are making decisions, reporting ensures that the decision makers have the information they need to take timely and informed action. It also promotes accountability and helps to build a culture of continuous improvement. So that is all, candidates, for our today's lesson on monitoring, evaluation, and reporting. These are three key elements in the strategic control process. And you can see these elements are interconnected. Monitoring, evaluation, and reporting are not isolated activities, but rather They are a continuous cycle. They are a continuous cycle. You cannot evaluate before monitoring. You cannot report before you evaluate. They are connected because we've seen that monitoring provides data. You see, there is data collection. Monitoring provides the data. You see that? And this is the data that is used when evaluating. Monitoring provides data for evaluation. Then this evaluation analyzes this data. Evaluation does what? Evaluation analyzes the data and identifies areas for improvement. Then this reporting communicates. Reporting communicates the data. Reporting communicates the findings and recommendations. The recommendations that are attained after evaluation, they have to be communicated through reporting. So reporting communicates the findings and recommendations. And the insights from reporting then inform the future monitoring and evaluation. So you see, it is a cycle, and these three are interconnected. So in summary, candidates, the strategic control through monitoring and evaluation and reporting is the vital feedback mechanism that allows organizations to track their progress towards strategic goals, identify and analyze deviations from the plans. They make informed decisions about corrective actions. They learn and adapt their strategies and implementation processes over time and ensures accountability and transparency. And without a robust system for monitoring, evaluation, and reporting, even the most brilliant strategic plan can go astray. The most brilliant plan that does not have the monitoring, evaluation, and reporting system can go astray, because monitoring, evaluation, and reporting is the engine that drives strategic agility and ultimately contributes to long-term organizational success. So that is all for today's lesson on monitoring, evaluation, and reporting. Bye-bye.